Hello everyone, my name is Nes Amelia. I'm from Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia. Now that we'll discuss risk management in general, let's move on to another important topic, which is compliance and legal risk management. At first glance, this topic may sound complicated. Mungkin sebagian dari kalian berpikir bahwa topik ini hanya penting bagi pengacara atau bagian hukum perusahaan. But actually, every organization need to understand compliance and legal risk management. Kenapa? Because no matter how good a company product or service, if it fails to follow law and regulation, the consequence can be very serious. In some cases, companies can lose millions of dollars because of legal violence. In other cases, they may lose customer trust, they make their reputation, or even forced to stop operation. That's why compliance and legal risk management have become essential part of modern business management. First, let's understand the word compliance. Compliance simply means following rules, regulation, policies, and standards that apply to an organization. Dalam bahasa sederhana, compliance berarti kepatuhan terhadap aturan yang berlaku. Aturan tersebut bisa berasal dari government regulation, industri standar, internal company policy, professional ethic. For example, sebuah perusahaan harus membayar pajak sesuai aturan pemerintah. A company must protect customer data according to privacy regulations. A company must provide a safe working environment for employees. Ketika perusahaan mematuhi aturan-aturan tersebut, perusahaan dianggap compliant. However, when an organization ignore this requirement, compliance risks begin to emerge. Let's talk about legal risk. Legal risk is the possibility that an organization may face legal consequence because of its action or decision. Legal consequences can include lawsuit, financial penalties, government sanction, contract disputes, business transaction. Misalnya, sebuah perusahaan menjual produk yang ternyata berbahaya bagi konsumen. Jika pelanggan mengalami kerugian, perusahaan dapat digugat secara hukum. This situation creates legal risk. Legal risk can affect not only financial performance but also the company reputation and long-term sustainability. Now, let's answer an important question. Why is compliance important? The first reason is obvious. Compliance helps organizations avoid legal problems. It makes running a successful business for 10 years. Are satisfied, revenue continues to increase, but suddenly government regulation discovered that the company has violated important regulation. As a result, the company received a large fine. Operations are temporarily suspended. As a result, the company received a large fine. Operations are temporarily suspended. Customer lost confidence. Years of hard work can be damaged because of one compliance failed for. That's why compliance should never be treated as a small issue. Another reason compliance is important is because it protects the organization. Every business faces uncontrollably, however, organizations that follow regulation generally face fewer unexpected legal problems. Think about driver a car, traffic rules exist to create safety and order. The same principle applies to business. Business regulation exists to product, customer, employee, investor, society. When complaints follow this rule, risks become more manageable. Let's talk about other important reason why complications matter, and that reason is trust. Trust is something that takes years to build, but only a few minutes to destroy. Dalam dunia bisnis, kepercayaan adalah aset yang sangat berharga. Bahkan dalam banyak kasus, trust is more valuable than money. Why? Karena pelanggan akan membeli produk dari perusahaan yang mereka percaya. Investor will invest in companies they trust. Employees will stay longer in organizations they trust. and business partners prefer working with organizations that have strong credibility. Let's image to company also follow regulation. Mereka transparan terhadap pelanggan. Mereka memperlakukan karyawan secara adil dan mereka selalu bertanggung jawab ketika terjadi masalah. Now let's look at company B. Perusahaan ini sering mengabaikan aturan, data pelanggan tidak dijaga dengan baik, keluhan pelanggan sering diabaikan. Dan perusahaan hanya peduli pada keuntungan jangka pendek. If you work as customer which company would you choose? Most people would choose a company A. Not because it has the cheapest product, not because it has the biggest office, but because people trust. And this show us that compliance is not only about following rules, it's also building confidence among stakeholders. Dalam jangka panjang, perusahaan yang dipercaya biasa memiliki peluang lebih besar untuk berkembang dibanding perusahaan yang sering melanggar aturan. That's why compliance and trust go hand in hand. The stronger the compliance culture, the stronger the public trust. Now that we understand why compliance is important, let's discuss some common compliance and legal risks that organizations face. Many people think legal risks only happen when a company gets sued. Actually, legal risks can appear in many different forms. Some risks are obvious, they are hidden, and might not become visible until a serious problem occurs. Let's discuss several common types. First type is regulation risk. Regulatory risk occurs when a company fails to comply with laws and regulations established by government authorities. Peraturan pemerintah selalu berkembang. Now, regulations are introduced. Existing regulations are updated and organizations are expected to adapt. For example, image a manufacturing company that ignore environmental regulations. Mereka membuang limbah tanpa mengikuti standar yang ditetapkan pemerintah. At first, everything might seem fine. The company can turn operation, products concerns, revenue concerns, but regulation discover this violation. Then regulation discover the violation. Suddenly, the company face penalties, legal action, and public. This situation can be extremely costly. That's why organizations must constantly monitor regulation change. Compliance is not something you do once for and forget forever. Its recurrent continued attention to a risk that has become increasingly important in digital era. Data privacy risk. Every day, organizations collect huge amount of information, nama pelanggan, alamat, nama telepon, email, informasi pembayaran, purchase history, and sometimes even sensitive personal information. Now, if this information falls into the wrong hands, hacker gains access to consumer record. Customer information get leaked online. Thousands of people are affected. What happened next? Customer lost trust. The company reputation suffer. Regression start investigation. The organization may face lawsuit and financial penalties. In today's digital economy, protect customer information is no longer optional. Employment compliance risk. Another important category is employment compliance risk. Every organization has responsibility toward its employees. These responsibilities are regulated by labor laws. Examples include minimum wage requirement, working hours regulation, workplace safety standard, employee benefit, equal opportunity policy. It makes a company that ignore workplace safety procedure. At first, management waiting they are saving money. However, its workplace accident occurs, the consequence can be severe. Employees may be injured. The company may face lawsuit. Regulation may impose penalties, and public reputation may be damaged. This is why organizations must ensure compliance with employment regulation. Protecting employees is not only the right thing to do, it's also a smart business decision. Contractual risk. Now let's discuss contractual risk. Almost every organization releases a contract. Contract exists between company and customer, compliance and supplier, company and investor, companies and employees. A contract defines expectation and responsibility. However, poorly written contract can create serious legal problems. For example, it makes a company seek a contract with a supplier. The supplier promised to deliver product within 7 days. However, the contract does not clearly explain what happens if delivery is delayed. Eventually, delay occurred, the company experienced loss. Now both parties disagree about responsibility. A legal dispute begins. Situations like this happen more often than people realize. That's why organizations spend significant time reviewing contract before signing them. A well-written contract reduces uncertainty and protects all parties involved. Intellectual property risk. Another important risk in intellectual property risk. Intellectual property refers to creations of men. Examples include brands, logo, patent, copyright, trade secret. It makes a company develop a unique technology after years of search. If competition copy the technology and there is no legal protection, the company may lose its competitive advantage. Likewise, if a company accidentally uses copyright material without permission, legal problem can arise. That's why protection intellectual property is an important part of legal risk management. Organizations must ensure that they protect their own intellectual property while also respecting the rights of others. The first step is risk identification. Before solving a problem, we must first know what the problem could be. Organizations need to ask important questions. What's law apply to our business? What regulation must be followed? What activity could create legal problem? Where are our weaknesses? For example, image a company that operates on online marketplace. The company collect customer data, process payment, and work with thousands of sellers. Because of this, several risks immediately apart. There might be data privacy risks, there might be contract risks, there might be consumer protection risks, there might be cyber security risks. If the organization never identifies these risks, it cannot prepare for them. That's why risk identification is considered the foundation of risk management. Without proper identification, every step of work becomes less effective. The risks have been identified. The next step is risk assessment. Not every risk deserves the same level of attention. Some risks are minor, others can threaten the entire organization. Therefore, organizations need to evaluate two important factors. The first factor is likelihood. How likely is the risk to happen? The second factor is impact. The risk happen, how serious will the consequence be? Let's use example. If a company is concerned about employee accidentally sending the wrong email, it might be relatively high. However, the impact might be small, no compared that with a major data breach involving millions of customer records. The likelihood might be lower, but impact could be catastrophic. Customer might lose trust, the company might face lawsuit, government regulation might impose large fines because the impact is extremely high. The risk requires first great attention. The process help organization prioritize their effort and result. Okay, thank you for your attention. Bye bye.